Who are you and where did you travel from?
Well, my name's Eli Riddle. I live in Cincinnati, about 2 hours away. Drove down to the claims clinic, all because of you.
So I'm Thomas White. I just came from Nashville, Tennessee, or right outside suburbs of Nashville, Tennessee.
My name's Jeff Davis. I traveled from Upper Michigan, the UP.
All right, so far that's the farthest that I've heard, but I'm sure someone else, I'm sure we're going to see some crazy times. Can you talk about your VA claim clinic experience? What did you do here? What did you claim? How did that process look like?
Well, basically, I got up early this morning. I was first in line. Of course, they didn't open the outside door until 7 a.m. Once they opened up the outside door, I had pre-registered yesterday to get this, so I didn't have to stop here. Then I came and stood till they opened this door at 8. And of course I went in, sat around a while. They had you fill out a little form of what you're doing there. Let's see, I did that. Then they brought me back to it must be I don't know if it was a VA person, and asked me a bunch of questions and about my claim. And then went back and sat, and they said, shortly, someone will be out to bring you to the
Was it your CMP exam?
to the Optimum. Optum, I guess, is the one I went to. And so I waited there a while. Then I went in and saw the doctor. He went over my issues. I had a right shoulder and then both knees. So and then when I was finished there, I asked them at that time, what do I do now? I said, do I go somewhere where they adjudicate it? And they said, we don't do that here. So that's until I heard from you, that's been changed now. So
it has been changed, and I won't give the full details because it's a little drama heavy, but basically the expectation from the VA, from the VFW, was to adjudicate claims. The VSRs here had a different expectation, and so some calls were made, and the Undersecretary of VBA said, hey, you are going to adjudicate claims, so that's going to start tomorrow. So you should see a prep for decision here very soon.
I saw everything loaded in my VA file already. They had
so it was fast. Okay.
And they said they're looking into it. So I will stop back tomorrow and just see if that's if they will do it right here.
All right.
Your rating, so.
Thank you very much. You can have this shirt, OG CIVDIV shirt, and it's all you.
I'm not very good with computers and stuff, and I watch you on TV, YouTube, but I didn't know how to join or anything from TV. So my daughter told me now I can get on my phone and I can join that way. So I'll be joining up with you because I appreciate all you guys do, you and Jason. So.
All right. Thank you very much again. Seriously.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself, all right?
You bet, bro.
My name's Eli Riddle. I live in Cincinnati, about 2 hours away. Drove down to the claims clinic, all because of you, CIVDIV. You are the man, the myth, the legend, and you make things happen, man. You're the educator. So
so you drove from Cincinnati. Where are we at right now?
Well, we are at the National Convention for the VFW Claims Clinic.
Awesome. Can you tell the veterans, you just went through the claims clinic, just whatever you're comfortable with sharing publicly, let the people know exactly how your experience was here at the claim clinic.
Sure. Got here super early, one of the first ones, and great staff. They were amazing. I met with a rater, was very attentive to my needs. 2 of my claims he went through thoroughly, met with a CMP examiner. They took the time to really look at my claim in detail, made a favorable finding to me, and I believe they're going to adjudicate my claim in the positive. So very happy.
Awesome. Well, congrats to you, and thank you for everything. Thank you for your support. Definitely appreciate it. All right.
No problem.
So I'm, a 27-year veteran, just recently retired in March of this year, filed a BDD claim. And so one of the things that I was looking at, as it was advertised, was, 30 days upon separation, you get some sort of decision. So I'm well past that, looking at about 120-day mark. And so I came here hoping to see if they can kind of push my claims or kind of push me in a direction and see where it's at.
All right, so whenever you got to the VFW claim clinic in Louisville, Can you just talk about that process? What did it look like? Are you going to get your claims adjudicated? What does that look like? Sure. Is it going to be today, Saturday, tomorrow, Sunday, maybe Monday? Just what do you think is going to happen here?
Okay, so that's a really good question. One of the things I would tell you is first and foremost, the staff here was very professional. They were very welcoming. So when I first arrived, one of the things that they asked me to do was to sign in as a guest, and in order to get into the exhibit hall to kind of see the claims clinic. However, there were some veterans who showed up and they just went straight in. So it's a hit or miss. So just kind of for everybody's general awareness, if you're going to show up, look for the sign in, but it's not a game stopper. You can go straight to the back. It's at the very back of the convention center in South Hall. For me, as far as the process itself, it went fast at the very beginning. They had you fill out a one-piece document that had your basic information, what you were looking to do, whether it was a supplemental, initial claims, or just trying to see where your claims was in general. After that, they would take your documentation to the back, review it, look it over, and that would result into another follow-up callback to see which direction was going to go. For me personally, with my claim, I got here about 8:30ish this morning, and it wasn't close until about, for those military types, 14:45ish or 2:45 in the afternoon that they said, hey, you know what, we see your claim. It's very straightforward, meaning all my CMP exams were completed, and all they were waiting for was a decision. So they told me that they were going to send it over to a rater. They were able to log into the system and then take my claim and push it forward to the next step to a rater to look at, and then hopefully by next Thursday, I should know what that results in.
All right, so in short, it basically, although you didn't get your rating today, you should get your rating very shortly, and all they did was develop the claim up to the point to the adjudicator to actually give the rating decision. Overall, 1 out of 10, on the VA claim clinic only, not the convention, just the claim clinic, how would you rate the claim clinic?
I'd say 7. And the reason for that 7, it was really simply, they could have been a little more organized, because at the very beginning of the day, there was probably 100 veterans waiting to get seen. Unfortunately, that turned into a cutoff at midday where they said, hey, we're going to stop seeing folks at 60 and everybody else can get back in line tomorrow, which, as you can imagine, tomorrow, anybody who shows up tomorrow is now going to get in that queue, and now there are 30 veterans deep into that process, and no telling if that's going to persist over the next 2 days. So my warning to those that are going to come up to see this, just know there's probably going to be a wait.
My name's Bill Seipert. I drove up from Nashville. So it was about a 2.5-hour drive.
Yeah, second veteran from Nashville. We are in Louisville, Kentucky right now at the VFW's National Convention for the VA Claim Clinic. Can you talk about your experience and how your experience was during the VA Claim Clinic?
Yeah, overall it was positive. Honestly, I came because I saw the 2 different videos that you did with the VFW people over the last few months. Mm-hmm. So I was cautiously optimistic. I wasn't too sure about them getting all the way to adjudication from scratch. But look, in one day, what they've done is they took me from a claim that had been filed that really no work had been done on, and they took it from there all the way to CMP exam. I've got multiple CMP exams tomorrow. It's my understanding that they're going to actually do adjudication starting tomorrow. Mm-hmm. I sure hope that's true, because then this would have been well worth it for a couple nights in a hotel. I stayed last night so I could be here at 0600, and now we're leaving at like 1700.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming out. Thank you for supporting the channel.